Well, hello there, all you market traders and profit takers. I am your Forex University professor here at TheFXU-University.com, and we're going to answer a question that was asked about the Grave Stone Doji, which I brought that up on a weekly review this past weekend for the week ending of October the 10th, 2014. And we're going to explain this to you real quick. Right now, we're looking at a 4-hour chart. I need to switch it over to a weekly chart. As a matter of fact, to keep the clutter down, I'll move to my week. Here, we talked about the Grave Stone Doji. What the Grave Stone Doji is simply it's showing a sign of resistance. And in the Gravestone Doji, basically, it's called a gravestone because it's like the stem coming up out of here like that and pushing back down. It's called a gravestone because this is like the stone, the headstone or something like that, right? And this is the ground right here. The idea behind it, regardless of how or why they call it that, is that if you break this low, you're basically pretty much looking at the end of any possibilities of moving to the upside, and you're expecting to see the bottom fall out and price reach new lows. This presents good opportunity for us as traders in our market analysis. One, we know that we were here at this support area. So with this support area being here, near this point where we saw that the price did not break, we can use this as an opportunity to take a long at that point and reduce our risk very much by setting our stop underneath this low. That's a small risk to take when you have all of this up here at your disposal, right? Now, let's see how that fares out in real world, okay? And we're going to move over to a 15-minute chart. Oh no, wait a minute. Sorry. I need to get back into my scalp profile. There we are. Now we can go to the 15-minute chart, take a look, and see how that panned out for us. What we did, of course, this has our quick view levels on this chart. So you can see that it supported this GAN level of support here that ended on the trading last week. Is supported with this potential stops and limits to bottom. Okay, so that helped support this. So we took a long and we made sure that our stop was down below the last week's low of what was that, 86.41 or something. So we got up under there, and of course, as you know, that price only made it to 86.51 or so at the absolute low today. So by taking a long here and putting in for our target at this Lone Ranger here, and of course we leave the rest of the trade on to see what happens. And so what we're going to do is we're going to put a stop underneath this barrier of the 8,700. We'll probably put it below the low of this candle right here, just to give ourselves a little room. Why not? I mean, after all, we were long here at 86.62. So even if we're stopped out down here underneath this 86.90 or so, there's still a profit of 28 or so pips, even in being stopped out. Already made 70, going from 62 to 32. So, hey, it's nothing but a win-win situation at this point. And that's how you take advantage of something like a Gravestone Doji. You know that if it breaks below the weekly low from last week, which is where the barrier is, right? Let's look at it real quick. I can get it to let go. I'm trying to get my marker to let go. There we are. Get over here to the weekly and show you where that is. See, this is the low that we want to make sure we don't break. That was the low, which was at, like I said, 41 or so. So that was a good opportunity. Now, you have to remember, we're still bearish, actually, overall, in the long run. We're still in the long run bearish, and we won't be bullish until we can get a close above this trend line right here. Okay, and even in a fast track, if we can get a close to stay above this trend channel right here. Okay, so if we can close above here on a fast track or aggressive track, we can start looking for some new longs if we like, as long as they match up with our levels and our analysis on the 15-minute chart, not the 4-hour chart, because in the 15-minute chart, we're going to have to watch and make sure that we have a leeway, because what we'll have to do on the 15-minute chart is protect our interest, which right now we can only use the trend channels because there's no place for this trend line to really go and make it make sense. So we don't use a trend channel just yet. We needed to reach some lows first before we can create some type of trend line. And that's what's good about having these trend channels that we have in here. So right now we're just using those. We've got a stop set up underneath this low. Even if we get stopped out, it was a good move, good day, about that would be almost 100 pips, because when you add, if we get stopped out underneath here at the underneath 86.90, let me see, what is that again? Yeah, 86.95, stop out around 86.92. We were in at 86.62. That's still another 30 pips added to the 70. That's 100 pips. Okay, good day. You know, we take our money and we walk away. Plain and simple. So that's how we played the Grave Stone Doji this week, coming into the new session this Sunday evening, and hopefully it helped you. And I hope I answered your question concerning what it is and how do you deal with something like that. How do you look at it? If things had fallen below that low from last week, gotten up underneath the 86.40 area, we definitely would have maintained the short moving for the action, because overall this is still bearish territory we're in right now. Okay, this is hopefully a good answer for you. I'm your Forex University professor at yourforexuniversity.com, wishing you all the best in your trading, that you would be profitable.